Microsoft is no longer making Xbox One games. Xbox boss on RedFall Studio states that the studio that made it will stay open. Todd Howards says Starfield planets will not be boring and it'll be bigger than Skyrim and Fallout 4 combined. And we're going to be reacting to a new upcoming game, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. This is this week's gaming news, and it starts right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, and welcome back to Max Cube Gaming News. And this week, we're going to be talking about 4 topics as explained in our opening. So if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe as we're on our way to our second goal of 750 and then our main goal of 1,000 subscribers. And I appreciate everybody who stopped by and shows a love. We're gonna make this a rapid fire. I'm trying to keep it on below 10 minutes. So let's begin. Our first topic is going to be The Verge brings Microsoft is no longer making Xbox games, you guys. Xbox One games. The Xbox One is officially retired. This is indicating Microsoft has moved on from the Xbox One and will no longer create first-party games for its previous generation console. I quote, "We moved on to Gen 9, says Xbox Studio Chief Matt Booty. Ooh, that booty. Referring to the Series S and X generation in the interview with Axios. While Microsoft will support Xbox One hardware and games like Minecraft running on previous generation, no internal studio are working on new games for the console, you guys." Booty continues to say, Microsoft recent software showcase didn't contain any first-party games that will be running on Xbox One natively, and Booty says that the company will continue to leverage the services add option, which I feel like that's going to be something very, very efficient. It's going to make sure that people have a reason to have an Xbox One if they can't afford an Xbox Series X or S, which for me, it's a little far-fetched because the Xbox Series S is $300. So it's definitely affordable. You definitely could get it. And with Xbox Game Pass, I highly do recommend it. But yeah, you guys, that marks the end of an era for the Xbox One. Did you get the Xbox One when it first came out? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts? Xbox One or PS4? Let's start the debate. Alright, let's keep going. As the next article, sticking to Microsoft, we're going to be talking about Xbox boss on RedFall Studio. Arkin Austin stays open, and that is planned of right now. The plan of right now. Once again, Matt Booty says he feels uncomfortable that Microsoft could have done a better job with Arcane Redfall during its development. You guys, May 1st, it was a flat out disaster. Scored a 44 in review scores. It was just by PC Gamer was an example, a 44. It was review bombed. The first patch dropped earlier this week, and there is 100 players, under 100 players still playing it. A shocking number from a major release from a big studio. So fans of Arcane games, it's hurting. You know, he says, response to the question of fans' concerns regarding Arcane, Austin says, Booty, I quote, That is the plan of right now. The studio is working hard on updating and continued content for Redfall, and it sounds like Microsoft doesn't want to upend the work with a sudden closure. It's something that we're seeing now more often. We're seeing games being developed and released incomplete. How many times have I said quality over quantity? Cyberpunk, Redfall, the Assassin's Creed latest games and franchise as a whole, Pokemon, Scarlet and I even forgot Scarlet and Violet being buggy and incomplete, just to name a few. Quality over quantity in the gaming universe, the gaming industry has to be a priority. And obviously, it's good that the development team of Arkane Austin gets to keep their job, because obviously the life of a developer, the life of a studio for gaming studio is a ant's life. It could be flashed, gone, deleted, and then the next day after release, if the release of a game is terrible. So what are your thoughts on Redfall? Are you gonna give Redfall a chance? Once patches and updates arrive, would you give that company a chance? For me, honestly, I don't know. I think it's done. All right, moving on. Todd Howards, Redfall's developer or creative overlord, as they say, indicates that 1,000 planets won't be all boring globes and certain more handicraft than Skyrim and Fallout 4. Let me repeat that again, because this quote is weird. This is also by PC Gamer. Todd Howards Starfield's 100 plus planets won't be all boring, programmed globes, and certain more handcraft work than Skyrim and Fallout 4 combined. Bethesda's spacey ops will be chock full of authored stuff, promised Todd. Todd Howards, creative overlord of the up-and-coming space sandwich thief sim Starfield, sat down with IGN in the aftermath of Sunday Starfield's direct to chat about the game ahead of its release on September 6th of this year. The key takeaway: space is big, Starfield, but the entire down procedure of the generation, indicating that it's just gonna be ginormous, guys. It's gonna be ginormous. Asked about the ratio of handcraft programs content in games, Howard said, over 1,000 planets. I quote, "The landscape is pretty much all procedural. We kind of make these large canonical sized tiles with generated, which will then get wrapped up around the planet to create the game's 1,000 programs wonderland." That's crazy. 1,000? Careful what he promises, because Skyfall? What was it called? A particular game promised over a huge amount of planets and possible PvP, and it didn't deliver, and it ended up going all over the place. I forgot the name. Let me know in the comments if you guys remember what the game was. But I think Skyfall. Let me see. We're doing this live. Skyfall. Damn. Game with multiple planets. No Man's Sky. There you go. No Man's Sky, guys. They promised that. And pah. But yeah, continue on. The article indicates we As we get into locations of art and everything, continue Howard, we've done more of it than ever before or ever done. Well, that's encouraging to certain members of the PCG staff, including myself, the individual who, Joshua Wollens. And yeah, you guys, pretty much it's indicating that it's gonna be bigger than Fallout 3 and Skyrim combined. There's the last portion that says, oh, if the dialogue compromises sounds familiar, it's because Howard loves making it. Back before Fallout 4 released, Howard was out talking about how that game had more dialogue than Fallout 3 and Skyrim combined. Skyrim, if you're foreshadowing forgotten, had around 60k lines of dialogue in its base version, while Fallout had 111,000. And yeah, it's gonna be huge. I'm excited to see what they're going to be producing, how it's gonna be produced, how the game is going to be released, the results of it at launch. Is it gonna be worth getting? Is it gonna be better than No Man's Sky? Because obviously that's something you could learn from, is how that game went down. And last but not least, guys, we're gonna be reacting to a new game coming out. It is Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Let's begin. All right. That was laggy. What? The circle of lagging is straight there? Okay. Interesting. Looks like Dead Island, kind of. The graphics of Dead Island. A lot of groans. Right? That gentleman who's naked. Okay. Those groans are weird. That's Japanese. I guess it stays like that. Who knows? Okay. Perfect perfection. Oh, protection. Perfect protection. Oh. Uh-oh. A stranger. What the fudge? Japanese guy just randomly spawned. He just noticed. Mad random. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Okay, you guys. Well, that's a very random trailer. It's coming out obviously next year. Apparently, it's made by Sega, and it was in a different language. It is what it is. It's a reaction. It's very intriguing. What are your thoughts? Is it funny? Was it a funny trailer? Let's do some research real quick before we end this. Like a Dragon. So it's based off Yakuza. Okay. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Okay. Alright. So there's a website directly. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Yeah, it's Yakuza! Yakuza! There you go. Yakuza Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. There you go. Okay. So now we know. It looked kind of familiar, guys. I am a huge fan of the Yakuza games. They're very animated. They're like Grand Theft Auto, but for Japan. And yeah, it's a very animated, funny, yet serious, grindy game. I do enjoy it, so I'm excited for this. I guess one of the main characters from Yakuza, the main character, I guess, spawned in, I guess, LA possibly, or Florida, butt naked. Who knows? But yeah, guys, this is all for this week's gaming news. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please like, share, comment your thoughts, and subscribe as we are on the way to our goal. So once again, I haven't streamed in a bit. I am gonna go return pretty soon. I've been a little bit fatigued when it comes to streaming. I'm playing World of Warcraft, so I hope you guys like World of Warcraft because that's what I'm gonna be playing. And yeah, hope you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Cheers.